All right, give me just a second, guys. Just a couple of things I had to do. I don't know why these things are showing on my screen. All right, let's find cheap flights to Japan. Going to Japan on the cheap. Going to Japan on the cheap and finding, making your nerdy hobbies more affordable. So, if you guys are listening, how many people are up on the chat? All right. By the way, there's gonna be a replay of this if you missed it by any chance. If you missed it, there's gonna be a replay of it. So Japan. Actually, let me open up some websites here that I think will be useful. There's Tokyo Cheapo. There's Tokyo Cheapo, really good website. Another one was it Travel to Japan? Where's that website? Let's see. Things to do in Tokyo. There was a really good website here. Forgot what it was. Tokyo Guide? Japan Guide, was it? Yeah, I think it's this. Was it here? I think it was this website. I forgot. No. But anyways, Tokyo Cheapo. Tokyo Cheapo's a good website. So how to find cheap flights to Japan, guys? So I went to Japan in 2019, right a year before the pandemic, in May 2019. So exactly about 11, 12 months before the pandemic started. Thank God. Thank you, freaking God, I got there before, the pandemic started. Otherwise, would have sucked. Actually, if I had gone in 2020, I would have gotten stuck in Japan, and not sure when I will be back, really. So it's a good thing I made it back. And so we're gonna go ahead and find cheap flights. When I went to Japan, my ticket cost like $780, and compared to now, that's really cheap. So let's go ahead and start with one of my favorite websites, Expedia.com, and we're gonna start from the JFK Airport. Hold on, flights. JFK Airport in New York. Let's go to the Narita Airport. And by the way, guys, the date of the flight is actually very important. A lot of people don't know this, and I'm going to go for next year around the May area. Yeah, around the May area. The May area. The time of the year when you buy your tickets is actually very important because the tickets, it tends to be very expensive during the summer. During the summer and the holidays, like in the summertime, like June, July, August tends to be very expensive, and then towards and especially in the holidays like November, December, January, those are really expensive times to go to Japan. So for example, but if you go in the fall season and the spring season, the tickets tend to be much cheaper. So let's check it out. All right, so here I have so from New York, to JFK Airport, New York, going to Tokyo, right? And by the way, I know that there's people here from all over the world, so I am going to look up tickets from North America. That's like from the East Coast in LA to the West Coast in LA to the East Coast in New York, and also Canada. And I'm gonna do England and maybe Germany or France. So, and yes, again, basically North America. All right, who is watching? Go visit PewDiePie. He lives in Japan. Yeah, I did hear. I heard PewDiePie moved to Japan. I heard PewDiePie moved to Japan. So, I mean, yeah, it's a great place to. It's a great place to live. But the hard part about Japan is like making friends there. If you don't know the language, it's gonna be hard making friends there. But anyway, so here at Expedia, and from the JFK Airport to Tokyo in May of this year, 2022. So I'm looking at flights about starting at $1,147, which right now is considered cheap. Before, like in 2019, you could find flights for like $800, $700. I'm not joking. Okay, I'm not joking. So, and another tip about looking for flights. Any flight that's like at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, the time of the day where it's like, where like everybody's sleeping, like at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. If you take flights during those hours, then those flights are actually way cheaper because there's less people there, right? But as you get to later on in the day, the flights tend to get more expensive. For example, take a look. So look over here. This flight starts at 9 in the morning, so it's 1,000. 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning, right? But if we look at and then yeah, as you go into the afternoon and the evening, and in the afternoon and the evening at 8 p.m., 9 p.m., right? Those tend to be more expensive. And also, let me see here. The European airlines tend to be more expensive too. Hold on. Somebody's talking on the chat. Yeah, so somebody asked me, Dante's rent room is on the chat. So yeah, I want to go to Japan next year, 2023. The only thing that's stopping me is that they kind of still require you to be vaccinated, because they did open up the Japan for travel, but you kind of have to be vaccinated, right? It's not like Thailand. Like in Thailand, like there's no vaccination required. You can go whenever you want. But in Japan and in the Philippines, they want you to be vaccinated, before going in. Yeah, because they want you to go in. So and it really depends on the companies. Asiana Airlines tends to be very pricey. China Airlines. Also, there used to be one of the things that used to help like lower the cost of traveling overseas was the Chinese air companies. I think it was Beijing Airlines and some other airline. Like those flights. That's one of the reasons why I was able to find a flight as low as $780, right? $780. So, because a lot of Chinese flights are being canceled, yes, guys, lots of Chinese flights from China, the homeland China, not Hong Kong, not Taiwan, but China. Though a lot of those flights are being canceled, and as a result, now, like, it's becoming a little harder to find cheaper flights going overseas. Right? And actually, so this is New York. So let's go to LA. Go to LAX. LAX to the Tokyo Narita. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna try all of Tokyo airports. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, so like in Japan, like like they open the country up, like I said, but they want you to be vaccinated and boosted, so you gotta have at least 3 shots. Yeah, 2 or 3 shots, right? And you gotta have 2 or 3 shots to go. I'm actually wondering. I actually never thought about this question before, but it's like, what would happen if you go to the airport and they see that you are unvaccinated? Are they gonna like send you back home? That would suck. Oh my goodness, that would freaking suck, bro. Man, like you spend all that money to go to Japan and then you gotta cancel. Yeah, that freaking sucks, man. But anyways, right here, guys. So we found a flight from Los Angeles, California to Tokyo during the month of May, and the first one that we found was $800, $892. But what you have to understand about California is just across Japan, is across the board, across the ocean, the Pacific Ocean in Japan. So if you're in the New York area, it's gonna cost more money. If you're in Los Angeles, California, or in the California area, it's going to cost less money. So the first one here is $892, and this is Singapore Airlines, and there's actually no stops. This is with no stops, right? So your location does matter. Guys. So, and now let me look up. So we looked at LAX in the West Coast. And then we looked at New York. So traveling from the east in New York area is actually cheaper. But also, I actually found this. If you're flying out of Philadelphia, I have also found that the flights are actually also cheaper. Hold on a second. Let's wait for this thing here. Come on. Okay, here we go. Or maybe not. Okay, so last time I checked, like flights from Philadelphia to Tokyo were actually cheaper than from New York. I don't know what happened. I think also because there's no Chinese airlines flying out of Philadelphia, I think that's also a contributor, maybe. It looks like it's also a contributor. But this is This is multiple airlines: Japan Airlines and American Airlines. Okay, both of which are very expensive airplane companies. See, American Airlines has always been pricey. Japan Airlines as well. Wow. Okay, so maybe not Philadelphia. Also, if you're flying from Texas, like I was looking flights from Houston, Texas to Japan. I don't know what is it about Texas, but like because like from Texas, you really cannot just fly out to, let's say, another country. Like you gotta, you gotta do like a halfway stop. You gotta stop at Chicago, and then from Chicago you go to Canada, and from Canada you go to Japan. Something like that, right? That's basically what's happening here. And I'm going to look at from Houston to Tokyo. So yeah, Houston to Tokyo. And this is a one stop. Let's see. One stop. If we look at the details, you're going to fly from Houston to Taipei. This is from Taipei. What is this? Taipei is in Taiwan. And from Taiwan to Tokyo, the Narita airport. Right, and that's at 1 in the morning. Again, 1 in the morning. Those flights are cheaper. Like, if you want to fly overseas, one of the cheapest ways is find flights that are like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. Right? And American Airlines always cost a pretty penny. Northeast. Yeah, so, and Delta, man, Delta, you know, Delta's pretty expensive too. One company that I don't like to fly with is what's it, Blue Jay? No, JetBlue. Yeah, JetBlue, man, they suck. Like, they make you pay for luggage and shit at the door. It's freaking horrible. All right, so we did New York. We found out flying from New York is cheaper. No, flying from New York is more expensive. Going to Japan, and flying from California is more cheaper. And then also let's look at Chicago. Anybody in the Chicago North area? Chicago airport to Japan. All the airports in Chicago. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's see. Why does it take so long when you're like waiting and shit, you know? All right, so by the way, guys, really what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find flights that are like less than $1,000. Because you got to remember, this is just the airplane ticket. This is just a ticket. You also got to remember the hotel and food and transportation. Because when you're in Japan, trust me, you will be taking the train, which is going to add on. And then you also want to have money to spend. So you guys, actually, hold on. Let me do a quick calculation here. So the goal here is to find an airplane ticket that is $1,000 or less. And then if you're going to stay for like a week or 2 weeks, I stay for 2 weeks, right? I stay for 2 weeks in Japan, and I stay at a Capsule Hotel. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. About that. Capsule Hotels will save you money. If you're traveling by yourself, like if it's just you, if you are traveling by yourself, go to a Capsule Hotel, and I have a really good one that I want to recommend. Let me look at the chat. Wait, Matt Walsh covers on Gundam? Matt Walsh on Gundam? What the heck? Ugh. So the air flight is gonna be $1,000, and the hotel. If you get a Capsule Hotel, you can find something that is like $30. Whoa, hold on. What the heck? Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, guys, I got interrupted. All right, so where was I? Yeah, so in the chat, Visinger, El Otaku, the Wheat Pillar, if you can send me a link to that video, I would like to check Matt Walsh covering Gundam. That sounds interesting as hell. Yeah, so sorry for I got interrupted, guys. I had to get off my seat, but so $1,000 for the airplane flight. So when I went to Japan, I got a Capsule Hotel, and I pay $600. So that's plus $600, and that's for 2 weeks. That's for 2 weeks, right? Hold on a second, guys. Hello, guys. Sorry about that. I was off the... I got a little interruption during my live stream. So, Alright, so where were we? So from Chicago, the flights are much expensive. But let's go ahead and try Google Flights. Go ahead and try Google Flights. If we fly... Because Google Flight, it tends to have more options. So I'm going to start with the JFK Airport, going to Tokyo. And I'm going to set it up for next year's May. Yeah, next year's May, the flights are going to be much cheaper. Flights are going to be much cheaper. All right, here we go. So, and once again, we found another cheap one. It's at 10 in the morning, and that's with Cathay Pacific. And this one is $1,000. This is really, it only has one stop. And if you're in the New York area, the East Coast, right, bro. Yeah, so this $1,000 from New York JFK to Tokyo. And man, this is really. And then see when you go to other airline companies, Australia, Turkish, China, well, the Chinese airline, this one's actually pretty expensive. I actually never seen this one. Japan flights are always expensive, right? And then these are departing flights that they always, departing flights mean that they always stop somewhere, right? And the cheapest one is this one. Yeah, the cheapest one is this one. So anybody, if you're in the Northeast New York area, you know, this is using Google Flights. It's one of the best ones, I guess. I mean, you know, because Google just has so many resources. And again, try to find the flights that are early in the morning. The earlier in the morning they are, the cheaper they are. And also, there's also, I don't know if you guys ever use this one, but Momondo is also Momondo's also good for finding cheap flights. And I'm gonna try to search for one in, let's see, what's the date? Momondo. And we're gonna look for the cheapest. And holy crap, this is not doing a good job. And all of this is American Airlines. It really hasn't found any, like, any other ones. Okay, we're starting to get some here. We got some Air Canada. We got some Air Canada over here. This is for next year's flights. Let's see. I think it's still searching for more, actually. Oh, wow. Wait, check this out, guys. Check this out. Wow. We found one at $1,092. This is awesome. This is absolutely just beautiful. $1,092. And this is with Cathay Pacific. Actually, let me click on here. I want to click on this. A view deal. Let's take a look at this. We're confirming the price of this flight. It says from New York to Tokyo, Cathay has one stop. Now, where's the stop at? So it stops in Hong Kong, right? Any flights that stop in China tends to be cheaper. And then from Hong Kong to Japan, to the Narita airport. And again, when you're choosing Japan, the Narita airport, it tends to be cheaper than the Haneda, I think. All right, somebody asked me if I watched season 6 of My Hero Academia in English dub. I actually have not, because I'm not a big fan of My Hero Academia, but I do keep up with it. I see what the community is doing, and people, the My Hero Academia fans are they're a crazy bunch. They are a crazy bunch, I tell you. But I try to keep up with it. I try to keep up with it. So guys, a fun of cheap flight here. Yeah, so Cathay Pacific has really cheap flights, and actually, if you go, it's been very consistent that Cathay Pacific cheap flights from Google, from Google Flights to Momondo. It's we've found some pretty good deals, man. Some pretty good deals, and this is flying from the New York area. Again, from the LA area, it's always cheaper. John Knight said, "I have Tokyo Ghoul season 1 and 2 in Blu-ray." I love Tokyo Ghoul. Okay, so now I want to try looking at flights from Canada, right? From Canada, and I think from Canada is probably going to be cheaper. So let's start with Vancouver. And to set it up for next year's May, 2023 May, when things are more relaxed. Let's take a look. All right, so from Vancouver, I actually thought it would be cheaper. What happened here? Lowest price is too high. Yeah. Wow. $1,200. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. So let's go ahead and try Google Flights from Vancouver, Canada. Let's see what it says. So we found this one, 1,162, and that's Air Canada United. That's actually not bad. And then we have Air Canada, Philippines Air. Okay, and this has how many stops? 1 stop with a 3-hour layover. It's actually pretty good. This one has 2 stops. Yeah, man, it's really hard. I don't think that we'll be because of all these Chinese flights are not active, and they're probably not gonna be active until next year. I don't think we're gonna find flights that are like less than $1,000 as of right now. And wow, man. And yeah. So let's try over here, Vancouver, Canada. Let's take a look. All right, so we already found some cheapos, some cheap flights here. If you're in Canada, for my Canadian listeners out there. All right, so we already found one that's $1,000, $1,093, not bad. Let's see if we can find one that goes lower. Okay, so 1,068. Okay, a little bit. Air Canada. All right, and so yeah, if you're in Vancouver, Canada, man, yeah, I did hear that Vancouver tends to be an expensive place, but I didn't expect the flights. I because it's closer to Japan in a sense, I expected the flights to be much cheaper. And now let's go ahead and go to England, London. I'm gonna go with all London airports. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Holy crap. Oh, wow. In England, you can buy a flight for $915 with a one stop. Whoa, this is a 15-hour layover. Okay, that's not very cool. 15-hour layover. Yeah, that's not very cool. And then let's go over here. London again. Okay, London. There's an airplane company called, what's it called? It's called Etihad. Etihad, right? This one is, how much is it? Yeah, $953. One of them is $862. It has a 13-hour layover, so if you can find something to do within those hours. No, but one of them, the 980 hours has that's a one stop, 1.5 hour layover, which is not bad. So if you're in London, you kind of have it a little cheaper than in America, so consider yourself lucky. Right, and then let's go to Momondo. See if we can find something a little cheaper. See London. Okay, all London airports. All London airports. If you're in Europe, guys, if you're in Europe, please comment below. I want to hear what you have to say. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Okay, we already found a flight that's 1,023. This is not bad. This is for KLM. And there is one that's $841 from London. Man, you guys have I'm actually jealous. I'm actually pretty jealous. For $841, you can get a ticket to Japan. And that's in, again, you can, to make the hotel affordable, make sure to sign up with a Capsule Hotel. Capsule Hotel, man. I tell ya. This is... Okay, so that's flights. Now, I want to show you guys this. Where is it? Hotels.com. Going to Tokyo. Tokyo Prefecture from... I'm going to put in next year's May. I usually like to travel during the May season. And then 2 travelers. No, just 1. Excuse me, guys. All right. Recommended. Any Capsule Hotels here? So hostels. By the way, guys, do not stay at a hostel. Do not stay at a hostel. I am telling you right now, you will have no privacy. I mean, you can stay at a Capsule Hotel because you have your own privacy. You can put your stuff in, away. But hostels, the reason why I don't like it is because it's like bunk beds, and it's like you're like, you're like 10 feet away from other people. No, I don't like it. It sucks. It really sucks, man. All right, so where is it? Price. Trying to look for a Capsule Hotel here. Capsule Hotel. Capsule. Okay, here we go. All right, so Capsule Land Yushima caters to men. So $17 per night. $17 per night. So for 2 weeks, you only pay like $300. So if you buy a plane ticket that's $1,000 or less, plus $300 a night for a Capsule Hotel, that's $1,300, right? And then you can save like I'm gonna say like for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, you can save like $400 for food, and then transportation. Trust me, You're gonna spend about $350 in transportation. I do recommend you guys get the what is it called? The JR pass. The JR pass, I think it's called. Shoot, I forgot. Yeah, the JR pass. Let's go. And then you guys can get the Suica card where you can put money in. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean it might sound like like Japan is like super duper expensive, but you can make it affordable. There's so many ways to make it affordable, man. And you can with $2,500 budget with plane ticket, hotel, and all that stuff, you can afford a trip to Japan and have fun, and go to Akihabara and everything. And with the JR pass, you can take the bullet train from Tokyo to Osaka and Kyoto. Right? Yeah, man. So, Capsule Hotels. I recommend it for solo travelers. If you're traveling with other people, I do not recommend it because then you're going to be separate in like different different capsules. So, I highly recommend you guys to if you're traveling by yourself, sign up for Capsule Hotels. All right, and that's about it. The Capsule Hotel that I went to, they're not listing it here, but it's called My Cube by MySpace. It's really cool. Anyways, all right, guys. So this is pretty much it. We found some pretty cheap flights. I told you about Capsule Hotels and how to make this trip affordable. I do recommend the JR Pass. I think it's about, I believe it's about, I don't know if they raised the price. Last time I checked, it was about $300 to $400 for 2 weeks if you're only going for 2 weeks. But if you want to save money, you might just go for 7 days to enjoy yourself in Japan. Really have a really nice trip, nice time. And this is it. I'm gonna end the live stream right here. So thank you guys for watching. This is your boy Andy Matrix, helping you get to Japan and, fulfill your anime dreams, for God's sakes. Thank you guys for watching. This is your boy Andy Matrix, and Godspeed. Good night.